What is going on, everybody? It is RangerMarcus or Marcus Raremint, and we got another sweet video for you guys today. I'm on my way to Alabama to go look for some really cool salamanders. Some of them I've never seen before, so we'll get some lifers. Some of them we've seen plenty on the channel, especially last year. And, hopefully we can find some really cool salamanders out there. We'll be meeting up with Adam, a guy who you guys have maybe seen when I looked for southern hognose snakes. So he'll be joining us, and hopefully we can find some really cool stuff. I will see you guys then. All right, guys, so we have now made it to Alabama, and I'm going to set up camp for the night. But I kind of wanted to look around because I hear a ton of frogs calling over here. So I kind of want to go look for some frogs. We'll see what we can find. If I don't find anything, you guys will see me tomorrow morning. My good light, my good headlamp is screwed up somehow. So I'm using the old camping light. So that's what I got. So hopefully we can find some frogs. If not, see you tomorrow morning. So I got two frogs here in Plexus. Maybe upland chorus frogs? That would be my guess. Upland chorus frogs. All right, guys, it is the next morning. Today, we are going to be looking for a ton of salamanders. And I just wanted to show the camp here and what I'm looking at. So that was the tent. And we got all this area and the old Ford Ranger. In other big news, for the fourth year in a row, we are selling RangerMarcus t-shirts. We are also selling RangerMarcus hats. It will be a first time, and we'll have two different options where you can choose from. I'll show pictures of them right here, and then also stickers too. So you can get a hat, shirt, and sticker on RangerMarcus.com. And this is what the sticker looks like right here. So you can put it on your car, you can put it on your water bottle, you can put it on a computer, anything you want. All right, so here's the habitat we're looking at here. And under one of the first logs, we got a first lifer for me, a spotted salamander. It's in the ambostomid group, which is the one that I'm working with right now, in the flatwood salamander group. Pretty cool. I'm gonna take this guy out and get some pics. So here's a second one that Adam just flipped. The other one actually went into that crack right there, so it's gonna find its way in that log. But here's a second one with no orange on the head, more of a yellow pale coloration, kind of like a tiger salamander. You can see how big this guy is too. These guys are one of the biggest ambostomids I've ever seen, besides tigers. Pretty cool. Let's go keep finding some more. And our second species of salamander is a Hillis's dwarf salamander. I've seen dwarf salamanders before, but never a Hillis's. It's a pretty cool deal. I'm gonna get a couple pictures of this guy, and then we're gonna keep going. It's starting to rain now. These guys also have a really cool yellow belly there too. You can see how small this guy is. I think this is a male because it's got the cirri on his face, which is like those little whisker things. But we're gonna put this guy right back under where I found him. Nice. All right, another salamander species on the list right there. I think this is a mud salamander, which is another lifer for me. I've seen the red salamanders, which are very closely related to them, but pretty sure this is a mud. Pretty cool deal. So from what Adam just told me, this is a mud salamander, but it is different than a red salamander, which you've only seen, I think, one of on my channel. Is the snout maybe a little bit pointier on the mud salamander, and then the belly, if I can show you it here, is a little more of a salmon pink color than a red salamander. But cool nonetheless, another lifer for me. So this guy's all posed up. Not super nicely for me. But you can see those cool spots there too. Those big old eyeballs. Cool salamander. Let's put this guy back and find some more. Let's see if he'll crawl for us actually. There he goes. Oh, we are just racking them up today. So I flipped this log, and in that little thing right there was this guy, a spotted dusky salamander. Once again, I think it's a salamander you've only seen like once on my channel. So it's not a lifer, but it's a desmog. Pretty cool looking salamander. I'm gonna get some more pictures of this guy and keep herping. So as we were looking for salamanders here, I got this spotted dusky. We just got a freaking mud snake. Ray flipped this guy. Flipped this guy?
Flipped him.
Flipped this guy under a log. Oh my goodness. I would have never thought we would find a mud snake on a day like today.
Nor would I.
What a great find.
Nor would I.
That's going to be the best find maybe of the year for me.
Oh yeah.
Crazy circumstances. And look at the cool coloration on this guy. Wow.
His belly. Yeah.
What a find.
Pretty awesome. I wonder if I could get a decent picture of it.
All right, so here's another look at this mud snake. It's posing pretty well for us. Red isn't coming out super well on camera, but this is a pretty vibrant red. This guy does have some stuff going on in the face. Maybe some SFD right there on top of his face. Pretty interesting, but man, this might be the find of the year for us. A nice eastern mud snake. So cool. All right, so we got this mud snake all posed up real nicely. You can see its head kind of not looking too well, but it is raining really hard here, as you can see. So we're gonna put this guy back eventually in the next couple minutes, and then we'll get back to herping, find some more salamanders out here. And here's a good look at the ventral side of this guy. Just look at how crazy that color and patterning it is. Nothing like it. Well, look what we got going on here. We got the first marbled of the day. Oh, and there was a mud salamander there, but now I don't see it. So this is the marbled salamander that I just flipped. And oh my goodness, this is a big girl. Definitely a gravid female. Look at how thick that thing is. That might be one of the thickest salamanders I've ever seen. That's pretty nuts. I'm gonna get some pictures of this guy, but yeah, this rain is coming down pretty hard. Starting to mess with the lens of my camera too. Here's another look at this big girl here. And another one to knock off the list today is a slimy salamander. This is the southeastern slimy salamander. You guys have seen a few of these on the channel, especially from back in Georgia. Pretty big one. It's definitely an adult, but another species. This is like the 6th or 7th species of salamander already. Pretty nuts. There's only like 2 or 3 other salamander species that we haven't seen. Well, this guy so rudely jumped from out of my hand. He's now sitting pretty nicely for me. These guys are, they got that white speckling there as well. These guys are definitely known to be a slimy salamander because when you pick these guys up, they got that ooze that comes off right from their tail, just like the ensatinas back in California. But yeah, another really cool salamander species. Glad to have found this guy too. I don't think I've really got a release clip yet. So here's a little release clip. Go, dude. Oh, well, wrong way. Well, here we just got a second marbled salamander. Kind of going crazy, another female. We're gonna put this girl back and keep going. All right, so here we got the next lifer of the day, a mole salamander, another part of the ambostomid group. Apparently they can get a little bit bigger than this, but you can see how unproportional their head is compared to their body. Compared to the other like ambostomids, like the spotted salamander, the head is huge and then the body is also huge. But this one, head huge, body just normal. Kind of interesting. Almost looks like a blue spotted salamander from up north. Gonna take a few pictures of this guy and then let him go. So here I got a different one. This also looks like a gravid female. This one you can see how big that body is now compared to the head. Very different than that other one. But I think this is a gravid female. Here we got a look at a mole salamander and a marbled salamander right next to each other. This is a male marbled. You can see the super light coloration there. Oh, that guy just fell. And a nice mole salamander. Well, right here, I just flipped another marble. It's like marble number 5 now.
All right, so Adam just flipped a four-toed salamander here with all of its eggs. One of the first times I've ever seen this, and another lifer for me. Cool looking four-toed salamander. So here we just flipped another one of these guys, another four-toed, with more eggs around it, within like 2 minutes of each other. Super cool observation. So we are now finding a ton of four-toed salamanders, and this one has at least like 100 eggs right here. You can see all these eggs here. And it's just like in this moss clump here. So I'm gonna put all this moss back so that this four-toed salamander and all these eggs will live some pretty happy lives here.
All right, guys, that is going to do it for me here today in Alabama. One of the most productive days of herping I've ever had. We found pretty much every single salamander that I wanted to find. I think we found 7 species overall. So let me try to list them all off here. We found the four-toed salamander, spotted dusky salamander, eastern mud salamander, southeastern slimy salamander, spotted salamander, mole salamander, marbled salamander, and Hillis's dwarf salamander. So a ton of lifers and a couple species that we've already seen on the channel. And of course, the best find of all was an eastern mud snake, which is a complete surprise for today and one of my biggest targets of the year. We flipped that guy while it was pouring rain just under a log. It's January, like 55 degrees, just a crazy observation. So glad that we found an eastern mud snake. Don't forget, go to RangerMarcus.com to go get you a Ranger Marcus t-shirt, a hat, and a sticker. Now, if you guys made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. Peace.